In this video, we're going to do rapid fire marketing tips to help you get more sales in less time with less spend. Let's go. Tip number one, your hook is everything, whether it's a YouTube video, whether it's a Facebook ad, whether it's an email. And the best way to have a stronger hook is to be more specific, add more curiosity, and show them an outcome. Here's the very specific way to lose another 30 pounds in 2026 without eating the things that you don't like to eat. That will be a strong hook that we can use and deploy right away. Another way that you can make very strong hooks would be to add in more curiosity. This crazy little method is responsible for shedding an extra 30 pounds, and people never thought it was going to work. Here's the truth. That will be a really strong hook you can use in any kind of ad, and then you can tie in your mechanism, your story, your offer, and you're good to go. Emotion is your best friend and your worst enemy all at the same time. If you're in B2C and you're selling to highly emotional people and people in a low emotional state, yeah, that's really going to get them going. But if you're selling to more high emotional state people, especially in the business world, B2B, anything educational, where you're helping people make more money, as long as they are more mature, a little bit older, emotion's not going to work quite as well with them. It can even turn them off. Think about you guys. If I got you really hyped up with emotion right now, you'd probably bounce out of here. I know a lot of you guys, and it just won't work. So be careful with emotion. Be aware of who you're talking to, what their emotional state is, and if you're not careful, emotion can backfire on you big time. But if you're B2C, low emotional state, people are really responding well to emotion, that's when you can begin to amp it up. When it comes to copy, sequencing is more important than quality and good writing. Again, sequencing is more important than quality and good writing. So you have to say the right things in a very specific order. And as long as it's decent enough and people can understand and emotionally relate to it, that's going to drive conversions. So you have to understand the buying pattern of your specific market. So when selling to you guys, for example, you want to understand what the outcome is and see lots and lots of proof, then know what wasn't working before and why it wasn't working, why this new way is going to work, see more proof of that, and then you'll consider buying, right? So you have to understand the buying pattern of your specific market, match up to that, and as long as the sequence is good, the copy can be completely mediocre. Every single market has its own marketing meta model, and this is what you need to do in order to drive more sales. If you obey the meta model, you're going to get more sales you know what to do with. If you ignore the meta model, it's always going to be difficult. So in coaching, consulting, info products, that's presentations and it's writing. This, what you're watching right now, is a presentation. It's me presenting information to you. When you read an ad or a Facebook post or an email, those are presentations. I'll be the written, or maybe there's a video in it too, and that would be a visual presentation. But for coaching and consulting, the meta model is presenting. If you're an e-com, it's demonstrations, demoing the product, showing them how it works, imagining them using the product is what's going to get the sale over the edge. If you're a local business, it's probably phone calls. The more phone calls you can get a local business, the more appointments are going to book. The more appointments they book, the more sales you're ultimately going to get. So obey your specific meta model and you will get better results in less time. It is better to be first in the mind than it is to be first in the market. Here is what I mean by that. If you can have control of somebody's mind and you're locally famous to them, they're going to come to you anytime they have a problem or they need a solution, and you'll be the one to get all of those sales. And that's better and easier than being first in the market, because there can only be one market leader at a time, and it's very, very difficult to topple them. But you don't need to be the market leader. There's no reason to be the number one person in any given market if you can be the number one person to 2,000 to 3,000 different people who come to you to buy over and over. All you need are 500 to 1,000 true customers, true fans who buy over and over, and you can build a 10 to 15, $20 million a year business. No problem, with the right offer sequencing, with the right copy, with the right business models in place. So first in the mind, not first in the market. Stop trying to one-shot your Facebook ad account. Most people want to create 1 to 2 control ads and they try to scale those to the moon. But then in the modern Andromeda era, those are the ones that fall flat the quickest because they typically go for one pocket of small traffic. And when that burns out, they're sore out of luck. So what I teach people to do is go to different conceptual pockets all throughout their Facebook marketplace, right? So you may have 5 to 10 different variations of people in different timelines, and we're marketing to those specific groups of people, those specific pockets. And when one runs out, no problem. There's others that we can go to. So I'll have 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe 100 different ads, depending on the size of any given ad account at any given time. And that helps me not worry, what if my one ad to rule them all completely falls apart? The emotional state that you write or record from is going to directly correlate with how well that presentation or that writing does. If you're in a bad emotional state and you're writing or doing a video, that's going to come across. And there's physiological ways you can get over that to kind of negate that, but it's still going to carry over a little bit. If you feel like absolute trash, get yourself into a good mood first and then create your content. Otherwise, you're going to be in such a bad state and you're going to wonder, why is my content not doing well? Or why is it attracting worse leads? Well, there's a good chance you may be subconsciously putting a lot of what you're feeling into that ad, that post, that video, and it's going to drag everything down. So go for a walk, do some jumping jacks, go play with your dog for a bit, go kiss your wife, do whatever you need to do, get into a good state first, feel amazing, and then come back and make your content. It's going to perform better, it's going to do better, you're going to feel better. The main reasons people do not buy an offer from an ad or from an email or from a Facebook post is for a couple of simple reasons. Either the offer is not clear, they don't know what transformation or outcome they're going to get, they don't believe that they're going to get that outcome, or they think this just isn't for me and they feel off about it. And so you can create marketing campaigns to negate every single one of those. Be very crystal clear in what you're selling at any given time and help them understand the transformation outcome that they're going to get. Remove as many constraints as possible and stack as much proof as you possibly can so there's no way they don't believe they're not going to get the outcome. Focus on replacing beliefs, not just pitching all the time, and your sales will go up. The very best marketers and media buyers in the world only have a 15 to 20% success rate, including me, by the way. So if I create 10 new ads, only 1 to 2 of them are really going to do very well. And that's me putting my heart and soul into it, because there are tens of thousands of different factors and variables that go into it. Market conditions, environments, how the algorithm picks up. Maybe it's only resonating with certain groups of people, and that's okay. So if you are creating lots of ads and only a few of them are actually getting good results, that's pretty dang normal. Don't feel bad about it. Just go out there and make better ads. Look at exactly what in your ads are driving results right now. Identify those factors and then make more ads that are stronger and better. And it's okay if the vast majority of the ads you make don't do anything. Offers are more powerful than Facebook or YouTube or Google ads or emails or posts or anything else you do. If you can do one thing and one thing only, make a stronger offer. Yes, great ads are good, but a great ad cannot save a bad offer. If you dial in your offer first and your sales page and then your ads, you're going to see increased results even with crappy ads. Now, that's not to say that bad ads won't produce bad results, obviously, right? But if you have amazing, really good ads and a terrible offer, it's not going to work. But if you have a world-class, amazing, perfectly situated offer and your ads are just kind of mediocre, it can still crush it and you can still get amazing results. Too many people just think, I just need better ads. I just need the right ads and it's all going to work. And that is not true. Dial in your offers, make better offers, and then focus on the ads, because your philosophy from the offer is going to come out in the ads itself. That ideology is going to be the glue that holds everything together. Images and videos are more important than the copy inside of your Facebook ads, because they scan all the context inside of that and then use that for the targeting with the ads. So if you're just trying to continually make better copy, that's good, and I support that, and I definitely want to do that, but focus more on your images or your videos. Make the images sharper, make them clearer, show the outcome better, roll out a new concept specifically in your image or your video, re-record that video to have a higher quality, maybe the resolution's a little bit better, maybe you've got more charisma inside of that video, maybe the copy inside the video is sharper, more pointed, and more effective. Do this and you'll get better results in less time with your Facebook ads. When it comes to video content, how you say it is more important than what you say. So if it's mediocre scripts, mediocre copy, but there's no presentation, there's no charisma, there's no heart behind it, it's going to fall flat and it's not going to work. Like, look at how I'm presenting right now. If you're this far in the video, I probably gripped you. My energy has carried you all the way through. My speaking pattern has engaged you. But if I were to talk like this, and I were to just present like this, you probably would have left in the first couple of seconds. And that's because how you present is more important, often not, than the exact words that you use. So bring in energy, bring that oomph, bring your personality out when you're doing any kind of video specifically, and that alone can give you a big lift if you're doing a webinar, a video sales letter, a Facebook ad, or a YouTube video just like this. Organic content is more about consistency and quality than anything else. I would rather put out 1 to 2 really good pieces of content every single day than hundreds of low quality, crappy little pieces. Now, if you can maintain volume and quality, that's phenomenal. Absolutely do that. But make sure that the quality does not dip. Every single piece of content needs to be high quality, actionable, have that utility built into it, and directly connect with the audience and help them really solve a big problem in their life. And if you can do that, you'll build a better brand. More people will come to your business, more people will stay, and they may even refer other people. The best way to get ideas for content, for ads, for emails, anything you want to create is to just start doing it already. This is a phenomenon that writers have known for centuries and millennia. They sit down and they have writer's block. They don't know what to write. They just start writing anything at all. And then after a few minutes, the ideas start coming out of them. There have been days where I have made 20 to 30 videos in a day because I just started and the ideas kept compounding off one another. And that's a phenomenal thing because you don't need to know what you're going to create in order to start creating. You just need to sit down, actually do it, and as you do it, it's going to start coming out of you. So if you want to make that ad, if you want to make that Facebook post, write that email, do that YouTube video, just start creating something. Anything. Just sit down at the camera, hit record, and you can always delete the first minutes if it's not working properly. But the more consistently you're able to actually start doing the thing, the more you're going to start to figure out. It's just going to come to you. It'll just hit you like a lightning bolt, and then you'll be off to the races.